Hi guys, Keith from Market Farms here, and I was working on making a soil analysis video from the test we did a couple weeks ago, but I'm driving myself mad with the numbers at this point, so I'm giving up and I'm switching topics tonight. Instead, we're going to come out and do a farm tour and kind of check out what the winter production is kind of looking like right now, getting ready for winter. It is the last week of October, or no, first week of October. So things are kicking into gear because we are very quickly ending the season here. So let's go take a tour around. Plot 1 over there is empty. It just has flowers growing in it. 2's prop house. It's empty. So we're going to start over here in 3. We've still got beautiful bunching onions. I actually planted these, I want to say in like April. They're doing great. I've still got some down here too. So that was a really good supply for the year. And then cantaloupes are all done with. But we still do have some beautiful watermelons in here. They're actually really good size. I believe that one's ready to go. Got some Klondikes and we got some heirloom ones back there. So we'll head over to the tunnels. Now we're over at the tomato houses in tunnel 4A and then 4B. 4A is still rocking even though I've stopped fertilizing because it's October. Still got really good cherry tomatoes coming off. They're still doing really good. Still kicking, but just barely on the slicers. And then over here in 4B, we've got this bad boy planted out behind me here. So we've got broccoli and kale interplanted with spinach on 6 inches. The broccoli and kale are on, what do I do those on 12-inch increments? 2 rows down both sides there, and then we got spinach down the middle and then spinach in between all of them. I don't know. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just get rid of the spinach. Lettuce, garter leaf lettuce planted all the way down here. Did it in 3 row to give it a little bit more airspace this year. Try to prevent a little bit less disease when it comes down to it. And then over here, we got carrots. I just took the top off today and flamed them. Halfway down, we started beets. Same thing. Took the top off, flamed them. 5 days covered. We should be good to go. Have germination pop up in the next couple days. Beets are just starting to pop. Go over here to tunnel number 5, which this year I am not going to plant anything in. Usually I have all 3 of my tunnels with lettuce production. This year I am scaling back due to the lack of labor more than anything. And it'd be nice to have a little bit slower winter around here. Asparagus, I need to move this. I've still got the celery. No, that's parsley right there, which nobody likes parsley, so it never really went anywhere. And it doesn't, it just sits there. Celery really did not like being inside the tunnel. Traditionally, I plant on the outside edge. It's always done really good out there. It just, I don't know, it didn't like being in the middle of this tunnel. Didn't sell that well this year either. More parsley over here, which needs to go away. And that tunnel's all but done. Pretty much done with it for the season. I did have the mulch layer out, still on the back of the tractor. Reason I had that out is because I'd plant more strawberries. Kale's done, basil's done. Here is my cabbages. We've got some really nice Bilko Chinese cabbages here. Down there towards the end, which you really can't see, are some round cabbages. Famoso or something, I don't know. There's some kind of winter breed. Kale is starting, ooh, that looks really nice. It's starting to rock. That's looking really good here. It's actually starting to kick. I've been waiting on this for a while. It's like I watered it yesterday and all of a sudden it almost like doubled its size. It's got really, really good green. This is winter boar and Ara. They almost look identical at this point. Then down here too, oh, these are broccolis and these are also Brussels sprouts, which I'm trying. I don't know how well they're going to work. So I believe this is where my broccoli start. Yes. And then these maybe are all Brussels sprouts. I really should. I'm gonna have to really look into that for sure. Because the Brussels sprouts, well, they got different types of leaves. You strip off the leaves and it grows a stalk, and that's where you get your sprouts from. Broccoli, you don't strip, because that'd be very, very bad. Beets, and more beets, because we always do really good beets here. They're starting to size up. They got a ways to go. We gotta hope they make it. I was about 2 weeks late on this plot. Typically I like to do this first week of September. I got it halfway through September. So I'm a little behind, not too horrible. Come up here to plot 7. Go through no man's land. Got some really good, it's not all-star mix. Well, no, this might be all-star mix. I don't know, it's leaf lettuce mix from somebody. It's got a bunch of the romaine in it, which really isn't cool for winter. And here's our beautiful leaf lettuces up here. They look pretty. Really, really pretty this time of year. They grow best when we have warm days like 85, 90, cool nights in the 50s and 60s is when lettuce just thrives. Gets to the point where it's kicking so good that I have a hard time keeping it down in size because it just grows so much quicker than usual for what I'm used to. This was planted out right on time. Carrots were not. You really can't see them. I lost 4 weeks on this because I planted them. They didn't germinate worth a damn, and I had to replant them. Spinach is trying its hardest to go. It's spotty. It will start to kick here in a little bit. It's just this time of year, it's so hot that it does not like it. And I planted 2 different kinds of spinach if I remember right. One of these is a winter boar, which I think might be here, or a winter spinach. And then I planted lizard, like usual, on this one here. These bad boys here are my hawker eyes, right here. They're starting to go. Then I've got my daikons and watermelon radishes here, which I'm starting to see a little bit of flea beetle pressure on them. Gonna have to knock that out of them real quick. Yep, just starting to see the flea beetles coming in. Did have a lot of henbit kick up in these beds when I first planted them, but that's where all my spinach beds were last year, and over winter it really gets kind of invasive. Direct seeded lettuce, which you're starting to see a little bit. These are purple top turnips, which is amazing. I was just out here the other day. I did not see any flea beetle damage, barely at all. And now I'm starting to see some through here. It's amazing how quickly things happen out here. Then we've got our radish row. I don't remember what kind of radish this was. It was supposed to be either a bell, like a Sora, or a mix. But the way those are looking, those sure look like French breakfast radishes to me, but they have no white tips, but they're all long like this. I'm not seeing any other colors in here, which means they 100% are not Easter egg radishes, I don't believe. Well, no. There's an Easter egg radish right there. There's a purple. Maybe I did plant these correctly. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the books. Other than that, I mean, we've got more lettuce. That's second, maybe third cuts. I just kind of leave them here. We'll harvest them as needed. They're not needed, and I don't need the bed space right now because I'm pretty much done with it. So I just kind of let things hang out. The only other addition we got up here is back in the U-Pick area, we got more strawberries. I mean, I did white plastics this time instead of black, just because I had no real reason. I am going to try to clean up these existing beds to harvest out of them next season. I'm not exactly sure how, but I am going to try and see if it works. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the tour. Still working on the soil test sheet. Try to get something that makes sense. I'm finding so many different things out there. It's just really, I'm not sure which way to go yet. Too many conflicting things, too many calculations almost. I don't know. We're working on it. A lot of them use base saturation, which there's no actual science for. So I'm really not 100% sure which way I'm going to go. So check it out next week. I should hopefully have that done because I also have some time requirements on another video I'm doing with those same results. So check out the beautiful sunset behind me. It's time to go cook dinner. So hope y'all liked what you saw today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.